And now, let's salute our media icon.
I am so ecstatic, y'all, to introduce the media icon in news and journalism honoree. She's an Emmy Award winning talk show host and executive producer. She won the Gracie Award for Outstanding Talk Show Host Entertainment. She hosted Deadline Crime with Tamron Hall for 6 seasons on Investigation Discovery. She co hosted the third hour of Today and Today's Take for 3 years. She anchored MSNBC Live with Tamron Hall. She's hosted several special reports for MSNBC and NBC News. And she served as a special correspondent for the NBC News the inauguration of Barack Obama, which won an Emmy for outstanding live coverage in October 2010. I am honored to congratulate my Texas sister and inspiration, Tamron Hall. Congratulations.
Thank you so much to the entire Black Women in Media family for this incredible honor. I happen to be on the set of my show right now, where I'm proud to say that this is a show hosted by a Black woman, executive produced by another Black woman, Candy Carter, and consists of a team of women, more than 40% of the staff being women, mothers, young women entering the business, those who thought that they wouldn't have a voice at the table and are now a part of our family. So it's an incredible honor to have this show to share our stories, but also show stories that connect us no matter our backgrounds. We say on our show, let's talk about it. And I believe we can talk about anything. And it's a privilege to be here to accept this incredible honor with many of my colleagues present and all of you who've been rooting for me, but more important, who root for each other. Thank you again.
And now, let's salute the Groundbreaker honoree in entertainment.
I'm so very honored to introduce this year's Groundbreaker in Entertainment honoree. She's definitely broken glass ceilings for so many women as a lyricist, DJ, voiceover talent, actress, entertainer, and icon. A Grammy nominated rapper, she hit the scene with her debut album, Light as a Rock, in 1988, and since then has had 10 critically acclaimed albums under her belt, selling millions around the world. She's one of many firsts, the first rap artist to perform at Carnegie Hall, the first female rapper to receive a gold single, the first solo female rapper to be nominated for a Grammy, and the first solo female rapper to be honored and inducted into VH1's Hip Hop Honors. She not only rocks the mic, but has rocked the stage too, while guest starring in countless TV shows and films to much praise for her acting chops. She's also a triple threat with her recognizable voice in high demand. She's been the voice for award-winning campaigns, providing her voiceover talent to Nike, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Mattel, and more. Without further ado, it is my esteemed honor to bow down to and congratulate the one and only MC Light, this year's Groundbreaker in Entertainment honoree. Congratulations, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you enough, Black Women in Media. This award, Groundbreaker honoree. It just never ceases to amaze me how far God can take you. When you have a dream in your heart as to where it is that you want to be. I actually could have never dreamed of this, though. Growing up in Brooklyn and just wanting to have a voice, wanting to use my voice for good. At that time, I had a voice that spoke against drugs. I had an anti-drug campaign basically in every song that I had ever made. But I never knew that I would grow up to be someone who would look to empower women, look to educate young people, and look to be righteous in everything that I do. And so to be recognized in this capacity is amazing to me. And I also want to say hello and shout out and congratulations to all the other honorees, powerful, impactful people who have done great things throughout their career. It's been 30 plus years for me in this. And so this is just a reminder to keep going and that I'm on the right path. So thank you. Thank you very much for this recognition and acknowledgement. God bless.
I'm so elated to introduce this year's Voice Honoree, and man, does she have a powerful one. A prolific novelist, director, human rights activist, and brilliant thespian, she's the co author of the novel I'm Not Dying with You Tonight. Her talent for written word has been applauded by many around the world. But she's not only a change agent within the literary world, but in the Black Lives Matter movement as well. Her viral video, How Can We Win, captured during the George Floyd protests, garnered millions of views online, not only creating critical discourse about race relations, but also garnered her a major multi-book deal with Henry Hall and Company. I am so honored to congratulate activist and a woman who doesn't take any mess, Kimberly Latrice Jones, as this year's Voice Honoree. Kimberly, congratulations, and thank you so much for being a voice for the voiceless.
I am so honored to be receiving this award from the Black Women in Media. This honor is the Voice Honoree. That means the absolute world to me. I consider myself a person who speaks for the voiceless. I have always desired to be the voice for marginalized people. I stand in the streets for the least of them, those who have to work 2 to 3 jobs just to make ends meet, those who can not speak up for themselves in a way that is heard or illuminated, those who feel like they have been crushed by a system that doesn't care about their plight in life. And so I'm so grateful and honored to receive this award as the voice, because that has been my only goal and ambition in life, is to give voice to the voiceless. I just want to thank some very critical people who have been a part of my journey, particularly because this is a Black Women in Media Award. And besides being an activist, I'm also an author and a filmmaker. But I just want to give a special thank you to Tracy Baker Simmons and Wanda Shelley, who are my mentors, who gave me my first TV credits as a development assistant on the reality show Being Bobby Brown, who taught me everything I know as a filmmaker, and who continue to support me and nurture me as the big sisters that they are, who have always felt that it was their obligation to be a hand up to young women in the industry. I can't name how many of my industry sisters are my sisters and my siblings due to being nurtured and groomed by these women. And so I just needed to acknowledge them, particularly for this award. I also want to thank my mother, a magnificent and brilliant woman who created robots that delivered the mail in the 70s and was never acknowledged. But through media and the form that we all use, I'm now able to create a project that's for the first time going to give voice to my mother. And my mother has always supported me in my endeavors. She has always lifted me up in everything that it is that I wanted to do. She was not that parent that was like, arts is not the direction to go in. When I tried to walk away and say, this is getting too hard, it's not looking real, it's not looking like it's going to happen, my mother would say, you're a filmmaker and a writer, and that's what you are destined to do, and that's what you need to focus on doing. And so I'm so grateful to have had that support from her. I also want to give a special shout out to my siblings, Darren and Angie, who have been my ride or die from day one. For my brothers shipping me a computer, and my sisters, well, my brother shipping me a camera, and my sister shipping me a computer 20 years ago when they decided that there's no way that I should be without my tools as a filmmaker, and have done nothing but been my biggest fans my entire life. I just want to give a special shout out to my management team and everyone who works on my team, particularly my manager and partner, Dwayne DePrano Martin, who believes in me in ways that sometimes I don't even believe in myself, who walks ahead of me and blocks everything negative from coming my way, who steps on the rakes, who puts his foot in bear traps every day in order to make sure that I'm able to be clear on my journey and do what it is I need to do. To my assistant, Ikea, who is diligent, who works around the clock, who is never tired, who never says no, who never complains, and just lives her life in the mode of yes. To my agent, Latoya, who believes in me so much that she's like, there's nothing we can't accomplish together. She is my friend and my sister, and I just am so grateful for her and the opportunity she's always presenting to me, to my merchandise manager, Corey, who has a vision bigger than mine most of the time. I'm just so grateful to be surrounded by people who love and care for me and nurture me and want to see the best of me, who want to see me win. I couldn't have asked for a better team. I couldn't be more honored. I could not be more honored than this award, because this is for us, by us. This is given to me by Black women. And this is the acknowledgement. This is the recognition that I have always appreciated, loved, and thrived under. So thank you guys so much for this voice honoree. And I just want to say, I also just want to give a shout out to all of the other honorees and say you are a league of women that I am happy to stand on your shoulders. And I just thank you for this moment. I really appreciate it.